There are lots of ESL classroom activities that can be done with Google Maps. In the interests of time, this presentation will focus on 3 activities that can be done at 3 different levels using the app. The most obvious activity is the one for which we probably use Google Maps most often, getting directions. Here you simply type in your starting address, Google usually completes it, and you have the location. Click on Directions, then type in your destination, and it gives the route. Students can practice telling each other how to get from one point to another, including street and road names. New addresses can be entered here, or the points moved around, which means students can change the map themselves to keep the activity going. You should also be aware that Google Maps will give a list of directions by clicking here. Students may be tempted to read the directions instead of speaking them. I would recommend getting students to try giving directions spontaneously first, then they can read this list to check their answers and maybe learn some new vocabulary as well, such as ramps. A nice thing about Google Maps is that it usually gives several route options. My first search gave me 3. This makes for a great comparisons and superlatives activity, still using directions. Which route is best and why do you say that? Maybe one route is better because it is the fastest, or driving another way may be preferable because it is the shortest way. As part of the debate, students can discuss why there are differences. Perhaps the shorter route takes longer because there are more lights or the traffic is usually bad. This increases cultural awareness, recognizing a specific aspect of the local community. Another option that increases local knowledge while encouraging adverbial clauses in an authentic situation is to use Street View. For example, when you see Flowerama, turn right onto South Duff Avenue. Students can share various landmarks they might know in class. At this level, students are beyond simple giving directions activities, but you can still use Google Maps for things like giving presentations, incorporating other applications. Here's an example of storytelling combining Google Maps and Google Earth, taken from my own experience driving to Ames. The shortest route, according to Google Maps, was driving through southern Saskatchewan, but since I've been bored by that landscape many times before, I thought it might be interesting to see more of the U.S. Unfortunately, North Dakota didn't prove much more exciting than South Saskatchewan. I might have had a more interesting drive if I had taken a longer trip through the mountains of Montana and across South Dakota. I heard the scenery is amazing. It would have taken an extra day, but at least I could have seen Mount Rushmore. In fact, I think I might try it next summer as a little vacation. Such an activity is authentic in the sense that discussing vacations is something people would talk about, and it also incorporates complex sentences and conditionals.